turn you to a green bean. This shit not 2K. Knock a nigga head off like a toupee. Focused on the bands and the cash. I could've made more today. Never popped a perk or a Zan. Get this shit out of my face. I got a bitch begging to smash. I told her ass not today. I'm doing the dash full gas, so you better stay out of my lane. Don't care if this shit ain't safe. Still coming, so I'm doing the race.
Okay, boys, so I'm going to go ahead and watch the original movie, the first Matrix, right now, which is probably going to make it hurt much worse to make this video. Yeah, so boys, I just finished watching the first Matrix, and I've determined that I better go ahead and watch the full trilogy so I can fully immerse myself in fucking disappointment and heartache from watching the fourth film. So yeah, I'll be doing that, and once I'm done watching that fucking piece of fucking garbage, then I'll come back and I'll fucking talk some more shit about it and tell you how fucking horrible the goddamn fight scenes is, because that's the main reason I don't really like it like that. It's okay, you know what I mean, it's meh, it's mid as fuck, but it's like a 4, mainly because the fact that the goddamn fight scenes, the action is horrendous, nigga. Horrendous. Bullet time, gunplay. Bullet time, gunplay. How fucking ironic, because there's none of it in the fucking movie. Holy shit. Okay, so now I just finished part 2, and yeah, shit was good. Action, good. Fight scenes, good. A lot of people do talk about the CGI being bad at times. Is that true? Yes. Do I give a fuck? No. Okay, boys. So I just finished part 3 today, and I definitely can say that it's the weakest of the original trilogy. I definitely noticed some shit, you feel what I'm saying? Like, after really rewatching the trilogy, now it's making me really not want to watch the fourth fucking movie. Because I just know I'm not gonna have really a good fucking time. Like, I understand what they're trying to do and shit, you feel what I'm saying? But, like, just the fucking... Honestly, bro, the reason I watch The Matrix is for the fucking action, you feel what I'm saying? But the thing is, nigga, the action in part 4 is doggy squirt, nigga. This shit dog shit. It's ass. Not good. But I digress. I'll come back after I've watched part fucking... I don't wanna watch it. Okay, so part 4 of The Matrix starts out with a new character, Bugs, getting into some strange code that keeps looping in the Matrix. And in this code, she basically sees the beginning of the first Matrix movie. Everything about this beginning fight scene is okay, except this dodging bit that looks weird as fuck. And this wall run looks fucking horrible. It just does not look smooth at fucking all. I don't know what the fuck. It looks like a goddamn fucking nigga, this shit dog shit. It's ass. Now, there are a couple things that are different about this opening scene. Instead of Agent Smith leading the agents into the building, it's a fucking nigga. Like, it's a nigga. Trinity's outfit is also a bit different, and I don't mind that, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, you feel what I'm saying? It's alright. And instead of police officers getting their asses beat, they're now SWAT officers getting their asses beat. But the big difference is that when Trinity tries to run away, she gets caught this time. And our new character, Bugs, is watching as this happens, and she gets confronted by, quotation mark, Agent Smith, quotation mark, who we find out very soon is actually Morpheus, who is now a program, since by now the real Morpheus is dead as fuck. But yeah, Morpheus pulls up on her and starts choking the shit out of her on some domestic violence shit before she completely turns the tables on this. Usually, I would probably say that she beat his ass, but honestly, I'm not sure anyone gets their ass beat in this whole fucking movie, so like... Anyway, she runs away and we get a nice display of stormtrooper aim. She jumps down from the building, and this scene is pretty cool, I gotta be honest, and this scene of her jumping over this car is cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, that shit's sweet. That shit's sweet, I ain't gonna lie, that shit's sweet. But after this, Bugs gets cornered by agents and is saved by Morpheus. And we find out that they are in a modal which is a simulation used to evolve programs. Also, I just found this out, but I like it. It makes sense. At first, I didn't really understand what the fuck was going on. I thought this was just like, I don't fucking know, some bullshit. But after like watching it back, you know what I'm saying? Which I wasn't expecting I was gonna find out some more shit, but you know what I'm saying? After watching it back, it makes sense. You see what I'm saying? I actually might fuck with it. I fucks with it just a little bit. This whole intro scene is okay, I guess, but the biggest questions I have is one, how does Morpheus know that he's Morpheus? You know what I'm saying? And how does he remember Neo? I'm assuming it's because it was programmed into him, but then that makes me wonder why the fuck is he willingly rolling with the agents and shit? You see what I'm saying? And two, when these niggas leave, how did they leave? By jumping into the ground, nigga. Cement, nigga. I don't get why they don't, like, I don't get why they don't have the same rules as the other movies, like, you know what I'm saying, when they had to pick up a landline to get out and call them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let it go since it's a modal or whatever the fuck that is, since it's not the Matrix. Actually, guys, I just realized that was actually glass since they go through mirrors now. I still don't like that change, but I guess they did it to keep up with the times since the lines are outdated as fuck. Understandable. It was just hard as fuck to see that that's fucking glass, you know what I mean? Hard as, I don't, like, you could have showed us from on the top down or something, I don't know. But it looked like they niggas was hitting the fucking flow. We also find out that Neo is the one who made the modal because he uses his computer to go to the place where everything went down. We find out that Neo is a game designer who designed the Matrix trilogy as a video game. We also find out that Neo is seeing a therapist and is being prescribed blue pills because he is battling whether or not the events that took place in the video games actually happened. We also see that they are starting production on Matrix 4, and I'm not gonna lie, it feels like everything that they said in the movie while brainstorming the Matrix 4 is what they were actually saying when brainstorming the fucking movie. And I'll be honest, that thought is fucking aggravating. That shit pisses me off. I don't know why, but listen to what the fuck they saying.
Inside, you'll find the breakdown, including key word association with the brand. The top two being originality and fresh, which I think are great things to keep in mind as you begin working on Matrix 4. And who knows how many more.
What made Matrix different? It left with your head.
On point. People want us up in their gray space, switching their synaptic WTF light on.
I didn't love the first one. I've got zero tolerance for anything that requires a syllabus and a highlighter. I like my games big, loud, and dumb.
We need guns. Lots of guns.
Mindless action is not on brand.
Matrix is mind-boggling.
Obviously, the Matrix is about
Transpolitics.
Crypto-fascism.
It's a metaphor.
Of capitalist exploitation. This cannot be another reboot, retread, regurgitate.
Why not? Reboot self.
We are so far down the wrong rabbit hole here, people. You say Matrix to anyone, this is what they see. Allow me to sum up our goal in a single word. Bullet time. Bullet time. We need a new bullet time.
Also, Neo has been kind of positioning himself near Trinity without ever talking to her, which he starts doing after he stops taking the blue pills. And yes, he interacted with her before that, but this time it was of his own volition. So you that's running to the comments to correct me, suck a dick, nigga. So yeah, not too long later, Neo has a fire alarm going off at his job where he meets Program Morpheus, who he created, and Morpheus tries to get him to take the red pill and escape, but Neo acts like a bitch and just fucking goes completely into denial and rejects it. Now some SWAT niggas come in and they get the bus, and we get to see the fourth fucking wall run in this movie just over 30 minutes in. Neo walks away, more SWAT niggas show up, Morpheus follows and gets in a shootout in the fucking open. As Morpheus is in this shootout, Neo's boss comes out and grabs a gun and goes back to his old Agent Smith self. He then runs up on Neo and blows his fucking brains out. But oh wait, he was in a therapy session the whole time. Where was he? The therapist pretty much dismisses everything that just happened. After this, Neo's on a roof reminiscing about the past and trying to determine whether or not he can fly. And before he can go to jump, he gets grabbed by Bugs, and she fills him in on what's been going on. They take him to the theater where Neo took the red pill in the OG movie. Then after some time of back and forth, he finally takes the fucking pill. They get put up on by some agents and they get on a train where this swarm mode gets activated, where if I'm remembering correctly, it's supposed to be agents taking over NPCs. Not fully sure about that, but I'm just gonna say that's wrong, because agents would not be getting dropped off like this. This is like goddamn Call of Duty Zombies, nigga. What the fuck is this? Like on easy mode, nigga, on goddamn, this is like Minecraft, nigga, on peaceful. Minecraft survival mode on peaceful is what the fuck this is. But anyway, they get Neo out and he gets picked up by a robot who brings him to the ship, and once they get him, he starts fucking dying because his brain is hooked on the blue pills he was taking inside of the Matrix. That's a little weird to me, but I'll take it. They then put him in the construct with Program Morpheus, which Morpheus then takes Neo into combat training, where he whoops on Neo for a second before Neo starts to fight back. And Neo finally hits his ass with a pretty cool force push that turned into a nuke. But nah, nigga, we not skipping past the fact that this Program Morpheus is literally wearing a bed sheet for clothes. And no, I'm not shitting on whatever fucking culture garment he has, whatever cultural garment he has on, not shitting on it. But that nigga Morpheus would not be wearing this shit. You see what I'm saying? This nigga will pull up in a motherfucking Yon Meaner, nigga. In a motherfucking Yon Meaner. They got this nigga looking like motherfucking struggle ghost. They got this nigga looking like a Halloween struggle ghost, nigga, with the bed sheet, nigga. A Ku Klux Klan bed sheet, nigga, on this nigga. So when Neo gets out, he talks to Bugs, and she says after Neo died, there was a purge, but at the same time, there was peace, which to me is confusing as fuck, because what the fuck do you mean by purge then? After that, he's introduced to the crew. Neo asks about Trinity, and they say that they don't know how to get her. Then they go to Io, where Bugs gets chewed out for saving Neo against the orders of the council by Niobe, who pretty much did the same exact fucking thing in part 3. She shits on Bugs, tells her she's done as a captain, and then sits down with Neo to talk and have fucking coffee, and then shows him around. After she shows him around for a bit, he brings up how he needs to save Trinity, and Niobe doesn't want to let him do that because she doesn't want to risk exposing Io. So what she does is she throws him in fucking prison. Let's fucking go. Good fucking call. Good shit, Niobe. Fucking dumbass. And as soon as Neo walks in his cell, he gets saved by Bugs and the rest of the gang to get Trinity. They go back in and get confronted by Agent Smith. And I'll be honest, I don't mind the changing of these people, but I really do not like how they don't act like the characters that they are portraying at fucking all. Like Mr. Smith, this nigga menacing as fuck. You see what I'm saying? This nigga's serious as fuck. Mr. Anderson. Like, you know what I'm saying? On some shit, you know what I'm saying? These niggas do not act like these niggas. Agent Smith brings out exiles, which I guess were the programs who are supposed to be dead. But we get a pretty big fight scene here, and I'm sorry, but these fight scenes are just not fucking believable at all. It's because I don't know. It's the choreography is so blatant, even on camera. And yeah, there are times in the older movies like that, but the camera work makes it harder to notice. Neo and Smith fight, and it ends with Neo force pushing him to win. Second time he's fucking done that. After this fight, Neo goes to talk to Trinity and is encountered by NPH, who explains how they are still alive while Neo is stuck in slow motion, and basically he rebuilt them and kept them nearby each other because neither of them were powerful until they were near each other. That's fucking cap. This nigga Neo was doing his motherfucking thing by his fucking self. Trinity was doing her motherfucking thing by her fucking self. Now, I don't mind that they make her strong and shit and they saying this shit, because I fuck with Trinity. She's a badass. She cold as hell. You see what I'm saying? But then, like, you kind of change and shit. Like, let's be realistic here. You could have, like, I don't know. I feel like they could have made a way for her to be as strong as Neo without having to fucking, you know what I'm saying, do like retcon shit. Like, you could have just said, oh, the Oracle must not have known this, or the Oracle did know all along and she just didn't say anything because, you know what I'm saying, or some shit like that. I would rather you say that than fucking say, oh, you were never strong without each other, because that's just not true. That's not fucking true at fucking all, because they've been both in situations where they're by themselves doing whole badass shit by their fucking self, like Neo taking on a whole bunch of fucking Mr. Smiths by his fucking self. Trinity was not even in the fucking Matrix at the time. And when fucking Neo told Trinity, don't come back into the Matrix, stay here, and then that whole team of fucking people died, nigga, so she had to go in a building and do the shit by herself. The same shit that a whole team of people was doing, she did by her fucking self. Trinity's a fucking badass, but they changed the shit. I don't really fuck with that. So after his speech, shit pops off, everybody dips, And when they return to Io, they are told by Ati that he is basically threatening to kill Trinity if Neo does not willingly come back to the Matrix in order to power the machines. So they come up with a pretty clever plan to save Trinity and give the big middle finger to the analyst at the same time. So they meet and Trinity not fucking with it. So she starts to walk away, and before she can hit the door, she comes back to her senses and starts fighting back. Then the analyst freezes shit again, and when he's about to off Trinity, Agent Smith comes to the rescue and we get a big fight scene. Neo and Trinity are fighting, and I really like this scene of them unplugging Trinity on some shit because I just like the fucking editing. It's fucking fire as fuck. I gotta give them the props for that. But after some fighting, Neo and Trinity touch, and I guess they get stronger. They embrace each other, and MPH comes out to ruin the fun. And that's when Mr. Smith lights this nigga the fuck up. And then I guess he just dies because the swarm is initiated. Or he was in someone else's body and just dipped when the swarm started. Everyone starts running away. And Neo uses his force push like 50 fucking times. And I'm not gonna lie, there are a couple times where he uses it and it's cool or it's needed, but it really feels overused as fuck. Like, it would be cool if they mixed it up somehow or more creative about it. Honestly, this nigga didn't touch a gun one time in the movie at fucking all. This nigga never picked up a gun. You could have had this nigga shooting niggas, force push, shooting niggas, they shoot back. Up, stop him. I'm Neo, bitch. Fuck you thought it was. Shoot back at him and shit. You know what I'm saying? You could have mixed it up with something. You know what I mean? He don't have to. I understand that he got a strong ass power, so you should use it. But it's hard to watch a nigga use the same exact thing 50 times. How the fuck am I supposed to enjoy this? Also, shout out to my nigga Dalamar for pointing out in one of these scenes that two cars very obviously blow up for no fucking reason at all. Oh, and yeah, they basically get led and cornered onto a roof by two helicopters, and when Neo destroys one of the helicopters, the other one just goes, oh, well, I guess we lost. Just flies the fuck away for no reason. The SWAT rushes the stairs, the two jump off the roof and try to fly away, and Trinity is the only one flying. Then the helicopter finally shows back up and Trinity flies them away. And they leave the Matrix to embrace each other, then go right back to beat the analyst's ass, talk some shit, and then they dip out. But yeah, guys, I do have to say that I don't really mind this movie that much. It's okay. Like, you know what I mean? On my first watch, I wouldn't, oh, this is okay. My second watch though, I did not think I was gonna come back to watch it a second time until I had the idea to make this video. And I'll be honest, I fucking procrastinated watching the fourth movie for multiple days. Like, I went to work, watched part 1, went to work the next day, watched part 2, went to work the next day, watched part 3. Next day I watched YouTube all fucking day. Like, I just did not want to watch this movie again. I ended up having to watch it with some friends on Discord and shit, because that was the only way I was gonna be able to fucking make it through without fucking like offing my shit. You know what I mean? But honestly, the movie's okay. Like, the story, I got problems with the story, but that doesn't mean like it's fucking dog shit. You know what I mean? It honestly feels like that they're setting up for more movies. If they're doing that, then this movie's okay with me. You know what I mean? I just wish that the action was better, but it's like, I can deal with it if they're setting up for more movies. If they're not setting up for more movies, then this movie is gonna piss me the fuck off even more than it already has. So if they're setting up, that's okay, because it kind of seems like that. If they're not, then they just like, it felt like it's a cash grab, and now that infuriates me more. But some of the things that I do have to say is like, these niggas was going gunplay, bullet time, gunplay, bullet time. Why the fuck is Neo not using a gun at all? Like, holy fuck. Like, yes, we get it, he OP as fuck without it, but one of the best parts about the fucking Matrix is the action scenes. That includes hands and yappas. But the weird thing is the fact that they don't have Neo pick up a gun or actually throw hands sufficiently once in this whole weak ass fucking movie. Look at the scene from this first movie, right? That this movie loves to reference so fucking much. This scene of Neo and Trinity saving Morpheus. I'm about to fucking cry. Also, I mean, yeah, there's like, I just really think that the action could have been a lot better. I think the guns could have been a lot better. I think they like underutilized. Like, I ain't gonna lie, some of the slow motion moments are cool, but it doesn't feel like I'll be honest, like a lot of times when I was watching the other trilogy, the original trilogy, and I seen all the slow motion and shit, I thought it was cool. It kind of feels like in this movie that they didn't want to use it too much because they thought the slow motion was like annoying. But I think the fucking seeing the bullets going slow motion and shit, all the like crazy moves and shit, I think that was very, very cool. And that's part of the things that made people love the Matrix, like moving in slow motion, trying to dodge shit and all that. But I'm not going to talk about that for too long. I do have to point out, like, I don't really like how colorful their outfits are. You know what I mean? And maybe I wouldn't care as much if their outfits looked cool, but it honestly looks like they went to H&M, picked out an outfit, and fucking threw on a blazer on top of that shit. This nigga Morpheus is the cleanest out of all these niggas, even Neo. I'm not gonna lie. They outfits dog. I'll be honest. They outfits are dog. Morpheus clean as fuck. His shit just too colorful. I don't mind the color. You know what I mean? I think there might be with some underlying like symbolism with that. I don't mind that. But I honestly think like the original trilogy they looked formal as fuck. Just cool as shit. Honestly, like, you know how they had Trinity and that fucking skin tight suit and shit? I didn't really like that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't mind it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't mind it, you know what I'm saying? But I think Trinity looked way cooler when she had the fucking trench coat and shit on. I think just the formal black with the sunglasses just looked so fucking cool to me, honestly. That's just how I feel about it. But yeah, guys, when I rewatched this with my friend Dalamar for his first time watch, he said it felt like he was watching a fucking filler episode in anime, nigga. This nigga said it felt like he was watching a filler. Oh my goodness. He also said it feels like dragged out. And don't get me wrong, I like the story. It feels like they really wanted to make this a 2-hour long movie. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like this movie needed to be 2 hours long. It feels like y'all could have made this an hour and a half. And it would have been exactly where it is now. Actually, it probably would be better because it wouldn't feel so dragged and so dull. It would actually feel like it's actually some shit going on. You know what I mean? But I want to know what you guys think in the comments, bro. Honestly, if it were up to me on like what would I rate this on a like out of 10, it'd probably be like a 5, 4.5. You know what I mean? It's not god awful. But it's just not something I would want. I don't like. It's not horrible, but I just would not want to watch it. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it. If somebody said, "Hey, bro, let's watch The Matrix, bro," I'm not putting on part 4, nigga. I'm putting on part 1 or 2. I'm not putting on part 4. Eat a dick, nigga. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments. So let me know down in the comments what you think of the movie, what you think, where you think it did good, where you think it did wrong, what you think they should do if they make another one, what approach they should take. I kind of want to see what you guys got to say, honestly, mainly. If you want to come in my Discord and talk about it, I do have a Discord. The link will be in the description. You can follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? The link in the description. You can follow my second channel, link in the description. You can come fuck with me on Twitch, link in the description. You can go follow my TikTok, link in the description, nigga. You get the idea. I love y'all niggas. Hey, shout out to my nigga Blue, the blue one. Shout out to that nigga. He make music and everything. My boy, stay strong, my boy. Love y'all niggas. Peace.
And I just put some rum in my lemonade. Nigga said he better slow down cause he don't wanna pay. I just came in with it, chop and let it chop. I just told him if he got a problem, send it my way. Came through with some drizzle, I think I'ma need a mop. Bad bitch on my dick, but all I wanted was the top. Lately I've been pushing it, I don't think I can stop it. I just put up the LAX, I might just make a drop. My ex bitch, she was flashy, but my new bitch, she be classy. Rock designer, I mismatch it.
Rock designer, I mismatch it. Rock designer, I mismatch.